If you're a coach wondering whether AI is about to make your business irrelevant, this episode is going to change how you think about that and get you excited for 2026 and the possibilities. Let's go. If you are an online coach or consultant, a paid mastermind is the smartest way to scale your online business for freedom. I'm Ellie Swift. Welcome to the side of the internet that teaches you exactly how to do that as someone who's made more than $4 million running masterminds with retention rates that average 80% plus. A word of warning, this is for the discerning coach with skills and expertise who wants to have an amazing business and lifestyle and help their clients get incredible results. If that's you, let's go. Hello, Mastermind fam. If you are a long-time listener to the show, welcome to season 2. Now, this is our very first episode where we're optimizing for both audio and video. A really quick rundown on why we're doing this, and then we're going to get straight into the episode. I wanted to start by sharing the strategic reason why we're now using video, business owner to business owner, because you know I don't gatekeep and I'm always going to share the BTS of what we're doing in our business. So right now, as I'm recording this, we've helped hundreds of students inside the Mastermind model. I myself have built the business to a 7-figure business with a mastermind as my main source of income. I went from one-to-one coaching to running a mastermind that changed my life and the lives of my clients and generates 80% plus retention year on year. My students at this point have scaled masterminds to 6 figures, multi-six, and even 7 figures per year with sold out launches, wait lists, and 100K plus months. And here's the thing. I want more smart, discerning, ethical women to consider this model of business. And one of the ways that I'm going to do that and to reach these people is through video and through YouTube. So if you're watching this video on YouTube, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel. And if you don't do it for me or for yourself, here's a deeper why. We know that more women making money means that we all win. Research shows that women investors move capital towards women founders, women reinvest in other women, and women-led businesses often generate growth quicker. The more women using their skills to run masterminds mean that we all collectively benefit. So thank you so much for going ahead and subscribing. You can do that at youtube.com/LEHSwift. Now, for those of you who have already listened to some or all of the 275 plus episodes of season 1, here is what you need to know. You're going to get all of the same, just better, a new level. And if you still prefer to listen to this on audio while you're on the go, great. You're not going to miss anything by doing that. All right, let's move into the episode. We're going to talk about how we're going to AI-proof our coaching and mastermind businesses in 2026. If you have one, if you have a mastermind as part of your offer suite, which I know most of you listening do, I'm going to share exactly what I'm doing, exactly what my clients are doing to not only make sure that we're all on the side of the coaching industry that continues to do well, but to actually be the coaches that grow revenue and profitability year on year. Now, if you're newer here, you won't know that the way that I think about everything is through the lens of 3 things: mindset, strategy, and marketing, which I call my Scalable Freedom method. Now, the reason why is because I've learned from the thousands of women that I've coached that the fastest way to grow to multi-6 and 7 figures in your coaching or consulting business is to create a plan for each of these 3 key pillars. So that's exactly what we're going to do today in this episode so that we can AI-proof our coaching business and mastermind and obviously have a whole lot of fun in the process. In this first episode, I'm going to share the mindset and the strategy, and then next week I'll share the marketing plus a bonus one all around systems. Let's start with the mindset to adopt. Now, I don't know about you, but the level of cortisol that I feel when I actively search for how AI is going to disrupt the coaching industry is through the roof. So rest assured, this isn't one of those conversations. Now, that said, sweeping your head under the rug is truly going to get you nowhere because the reality is that our industry is changing faster than it ever has. I believe at this point that the people who are going to win over the next few years are those people who embrace it and keep adapting, and those that won't are those who aren't willing to innovate. My take is that the coaching industry has ultimately had its gold rush, and now that it's stabilizing like any newer industry will, it's about being able to be dynamic, nimble, and excited about the changes. So Here's the mindset that I have that my clients know really well at this stage. I choose to be excited about AI in this industry and all the ways that it's going to help us to grow and evolve. My entire AI ethos is that if you are genuinely good at what you do and you have a high value skill set, AI is not going to replace you. What it will replace, however, is the other coaches and consultants who know how to use AI better than you do. And that's why there's two things that I'm doubling down on right now. And they might sound a little counterintuitive, so stay with me. I'm actually going to use a salt and pepper shaker to explain this. Okay, so let's just say this salt shaker here is AI, the pepper shaker, human touch. Now, where people get this wrong is they treat them like opposites. They put the salt shaker at one end of the table and the pepper shaker at the other. But you and I know that the best meals, they need both. You add a little salt, AI, to enhance the flavor. Then you add the pepper, human touch, to give it depth. And that, my friend, is how you get the best meal. But here's the important part. It's not just about using both. It's about the dose of each. If you use too much salt, too much AI, you sound robotic, you dilute your personal brand, and you become easily replaceable. Too much pepper, however, that's too much human-only effort. You'll fall behind, burn out, cap your productivity. The people who think AI and human touch are mutually exclusive, they're the people that are going to lose. The ones who intentionally combine them at the right ratio, they're the ones who are going to win. Because we need AI to leverage our systems and scale our skills. And we also need trust, nuance, and human-first leadership as service-based business owners. That's the mindset I'm adopting. It's the mindset our clients are adopting. And 12 months into this approach, I can tell you very clearly the people who are using both properly, they're the ones who are pulling ahead. Okay, so I'm going to pop these salt and pepper shakers away. Okay, let me give you a few really practical examples of what this actually looks like in real life businesses. One of my clients, Jackie, has built a seriously strong content system. She takes her long form content, especially YouTube. She turns it into a full multi-platform content engine that's largely powered by AI. So she's not manually touching every step anymore, but the thinking, the perspectives, the authority, still all hers. Another client of mine, also called Ellie, is implementing an AI version of herself inside her mastermind. We've done this too. It's really smart when it's done well. Means her clients have access to an always-on coach in addition to her live brilliance. It means that support increases, but also capacity increases and her standards don't drop. Then you've got Anna and Emma, who are currently having one of their best launches ever for their flagship summit. Now, they used AI to do a really deep dive pattern level analysis of their market research, where they pulled out a whole bunch of themes, objections, language, and desire points that would have taken them weeks to identify manually. That insight has shaped their messaging, which has led to these results. This is what AI meets human-first business actually looks like. If you stop seeing AI as something that you need to resist and start using it as something that gets to amplify you, your brand, your message, you future-proof and AI-proof your coaching business. Because you're always going to be looking at everything through the lens of curiosity and excitement rather than getting really fear-heavy and resistant to everything moving forward. Okay, so now that we've talked mindset, let's talk strategy. What does it actually look like to strategically AI-proof your coaching business or mastermind? Now, the first thing you need to do is assess your business model. And you're looking for whether the offers that you're selling are designed to leverage two very specific things. The first one is your signature framework, and the second is real human connection and community. Let's start with your framework. So we already know information just does not have the same value that it once did. It's everywhere. We can access it instantly, and we can even use AI to turn that information into outcomes. AI can generate steps. It can explain concepts. It can even build systems. So the reframe here is this. We are no longer selling steps. We're selling our brain. We're selling the way we think, the way we see patterns, the way we help the human in front of us change their life, their business, their money, their relationships. What we're really selling is discernment, storytelling, lived experience, and the ability to provide truly bespoke support for the person who's in front of us. And this is exactly why the business models that are going to absolutely crush in 2026 are masterminds, memberships, and live implementation programs. Because people, and I include myself in this, always going to pay for judgment, context, and support that they can't just get from a machine alone. Becomes really obvious when I look at how my clients use support inside Scalable Freedom, our mastermind. So they'll bring me data from their funnels, their launches, their businesses, and I'll make recommendations. But I'm never just looking at the data. I'm never just looking at the person. I'm never just looking at the ideal client. I'm holding it all at once. My understanding of them, and I work with clients at a very deep level, my understanding of their industry, their ideal client, their processes, what I see in their mindset, the way that might be holding them back, what I know about their industry, plus my own skills, pattern recognition, and lived experience, 10 years in business, 20 years in marketing, sales, psychology, and consumer behavior, my knowledge of funnels, my awareness of what's actually happening in the online space. All of that comes together to create advice that's highly tailored to that human and their goals. And the important part is that I'm able to deliver this level of support while spending less than 10 hours a week inside my mastermind because of the AI tools and systems I've set up to support my thinking. Now, let's talk about the second part of the strategy piece, real human connection and community. So if we zoom out and we look at patterns throughout history, this is what we see over and over again. We swing really hard in one direction, and then there's a natural counterbalance. Right now, we are in a massive AI swing. I know this isn't new information for you. And alongside it, we're seeing an even stronger desire for the opposite, more connection, not less. So coming back to that earlier mindset example, the salt and the pepper shakers, community baked into your business model is one of the best ways to meet that need. Now, I know this isn't a new idea for you specifically, so I want to take it one step further with a real example. So last year, we did our biannual feedback inside the mastermind and asked a really simple question. What do you want to see more of? There were two things that came up consistently. The first was more community, but the second was that my clients were also very clear that they didn't have more time to give. And this is often the tension with community. You have to participate to benefit. But most high-performing people, the type of people that join masterminds, are already at capacity. So I asked myself, how can we deepen the connection without making this feel like another obligation? It was a simple answer, once it clicked, which was that we introduced monthly community pairings. So each month, clients can opt in to be paired with another person inside the mastermind, someone that they can build a deeper connection with. If a month doesn't work, they just don't opt in for that month. And the feedback's been epic. It's allowed genuinely meaningful relationships to form without turning community into a time drain or something that you have to show up for super consistently. The other lever that creates powerful community is bringing things offline. So for businesses like yours and mine, that can look like running retreats. So we're running a high-level retreat later this year, workshops, roundtables, even in-person only mastermind experiences. So here's my overall point. Take an honest look at how community currently exists inside your mastermind and then redesign it to suit the reality of your clients' lives, not an ideal version of participation. All right, in next week's video, I'm going to share part 2, which is how to AI-proof your business through your marketing and systems. If you want to get ahead of what's actually working for masterminds heading into 2026 and beyond, I've put together a brand new resource for you. It's called the 5 Main Strategies to Sell Out Your Mastermind in 2026. You can grab it below this video, or if you're listening on audio, you can get it in the show notes, or just head on over to ellieswift.com/mastermind 2026. And if you're getting this beyond 2026, you'll be redirected to our latest freebie. See you next week.